Alright, well, welcome back everybody. So today what we're going to do, because it's finally not 100 degrees, and I hope y'all had a great Labor Day weekend, by the way. That's what just got over for us. We spent a couple days out on the boat, so just wasn't no videos. I needed to relax. Work's been kind of wild here lately. But today it's hot, but it's not muggy and not almost 100 degrees on the heat index, so it actually feels really good. I know some of y'all are up north being very fortunate right now, getting frost and even snow I'm seeing, so that's crazy for September. Hopefully some of that cool weather comes on down. But today is pretty much going to be about food plots again. It's time to go ahead and start mowing some strips for dove out here in the millet, and I want to go ahead and show you some of my deer plots as well. We might check game cameras, see if there's any pictures worth showing, look at the persimmons. So like I said, today's just kind of be about food plots. I have got to get some of that seed on the ground, so that's the biggest focus. So we'll do a little mowing back there with the tractor. So if y'all watched, this is my soybean plot, and I know it's very hard for these little cameras to pick it up, but there is just thousands of soybeans coming up out there. They did really well. We got a lot of rain right after I planted them, so it just made them kind of explode in growth. But if you kind of take a look down here, you can just see how well they're coming up, just everywhere. Now what's going to happen is, and I can already see it, the top's already getting ate out of a bunch of them. You see it right there. You see all the deer tracks out here. I mean, I'm looking at probably thousands of deer tracks. Now I don't have that many deer, it's just the same few that come out here night after night and walk around here. I see tops nipped out everywhere. So these soybeans will actually not last very long, but it's just something to entice the deer to keep coming here, between that and a little bit of corn I put out over there. And once they eat these up heavy, and once we get done shooting dove on this, a little bit of millet up here, I'll plant this whole upper section in winter oats, and eventually this entire thing will be winter oats after we've had a couple dove shoots. All right, so enough yakking. We're gonna jump in the tractor and start mowing this whole upper section. I think I want to go ahead and mow and get on the ground. I haven't made my mind up yet how I'm gonna get the seed to the ground. Usually every year I mow it, and then I come out here with a zero turn, believe it or not, and blow the dry grass off after it's baked in the sun a few days, and it's just powdery. The zero turn just evaporates it, and all you're left with seed on the ground. This is so thick this year because I didn't do as well as I should have on killing all the pre-growth off, all the weeds and grass. I may actually mow this, let it mat up for a couple days, bake in the sun, and look at burning it. We have pretty strict burning rules around here. Last time there was only certain days, certain times, and they wanted people to come out here and watch me. The forestry department did, so it was so aggravating. I've just been doing the kind of blow it off with a zero turn method. So we'll get it on the ground, get it drying out, then I'll make my mind up the next couple of days what I'm gonna do to uncover that seed so I can start getting some of these dove in here. So our weapon of choice today is gonna be the Caroni flail mower. Y'all have seen me use it a lot. I've got it lifted up really high because if there's one thing that will make a tractor and mower struggle more than anything, it's thick, wiry grass and millet. I can go out there and cut big, thick dog fennels and brush way easier than you can this thick, very wiry grass. So I gotta go a little slow today and make sure I don't burn belts or do nothing crazy, but it'll mow it just fine. All right, well, as y'all can see, instead of just doing strips, I like to do, well, I call this a big strip. Dove prefers something that's big, wide, and open when mowed down. They don't want every other strip mowed. They will light in that, but Dove are just such spooky little creatures that I know they like something wide open where they can kind of look and see. That's why they love fields with trees around there, because they'll usually fly the trees for a while, sit and look, make sure nothing's out there to get them. So as you can see, I've got all this mowed down. The flail mower does a great job of kind of beating this stuff up. That's why I prefer a flail mower over anything for mowing millet, for example, because it kind of thrashes it, chops it up, and knocks a lot of the seed to the ground. So if I go over here, I don't know, anywhere, and pull back some of this, you'll see. I mean, look. Probably hard to see. A lot of that seed is green. Typically, I wait for it to brown up, but they will still eat that. So we'll just kind of let this dial for a few days. Then I'll come out here with the zero turn, or either I'll burn it. I'm still got to make my mind up about that, but I'm very successful every year running out here with the zero turn. That'll chop the rest of this, and I can kind of blow it off to the side, and it leaves just straight bare dirt with all this seed. But if I give it a few days, some of this green seed that I chopped up along with some of the dead seed, it'll give it time to die off, and it'll just kind of go straight to the ground, especially once I mow it again. So just take another quick look and see how much is on the ground. I mean, there's a pile of seed down there. So we'll get it uncovered. We'll let the dove start eating, and we'll just keep mowing strips. Got a lot of brown dead millet over there that kind of looks a lot like this. Like I said, this is probably my worst year ever, but I'm still gonna have more seed and I know what to do with. Look right here. That's just what's standing everywhere out there, and this is the side we mainly shoot from, so I'm glad to see the majority of the millet's on this side. And there's a good stand of green millet still over there, and it should be browned up and dead about the time the season starts. So I'll just slowly keep working a few strips toward the trees until right about opening weekend I'll have everything on the ground, and like I said, we'll get it uncovered. So from here all the way to the top, we have a lot of seed. Now the majority of what was out here, I mean, look at this right here. It's just, there's a lot of millet in all this grass that you're seeing me mow. Like I said, it's the worst year ever for grass, but that's not a bad thing. Dove love picking up seed, and I'm going to show y'all what's all on the tractor and in the bucket. All this grass I've been mowing, it's seeded out, and all that seed is on the ground too, so it's not a bad thing. Dove loves seed of any kind. So take a look right here. I mean, you see that? That's just nothing but pure grass seed everywhere. So all this is on the ground too. Look up here. Look at that. I mean, my goodness. So it's not necessarily a bad thing that it's, you know, a lot of grass has come out as well, but it is what it is. I didn't get my button gear and disc this in enough or spray it off to kill the grass. But they'll eat all this seed. It's no problem at all. I'm seeing seed everywhere, so it's gonna work. There's no doubt in my mind this is gonna work. Well, this plot is a bit disappointing. I planted it at the same time as the other one, and there is very few, if any, soybeans coming up. Man, and that might be because this just doesn't get a whole lot of sun back here. But with that said, I'm starting to see some germination, and actually I think I see the biggest problem. Oh wow, okay, they've just already destroyed it. There is nipped off soybeans everywhere. I mean, just ate them up. Okay, I see tops everywhere, or just stalks left now. So that's the problem with planting small plots like this. The deer will absolutely come out and destroy, in a matter of just a couple hours, your plot. So what I may have to do is run back real quick, get me a bag of iron clay peas, even though they're outrageous, because they can handle being nipped a little, and put them out. But I kind of hate to, because I'm still seeing a lot of germination. But I do see a lot of bit off tops. So, decisions. I might watch this another day or so. Well, I come up to the old house to get a drink and somebody couldn't stand it. They had to ride. I said, hey, that dog loves to ride. So I hate to say it, I've had yet another problem with the Spy Point camera. If you've been watching the channel for a while, every single year, right about bow season, I have one of these cameras give me some sort of a fit. I swear it's like they plan it. It's every single year, right at the beginning of hunting season, and it usually takes a month, 2 months, sometimes 3 months before they'll get their problem worked out and I can actually get pictures. So frustrating. I keep using these cameras because they keep working, or they'll send me a brand new one, but I'm about at the point I just don't care anymore. I'm ready to switch brands. So if y'all have any suggestions, let me know. But I am a huge Moultrie fan. Their feeders work forever. I have Moultrie cameras all around the property, old like AA ones that are non-cellular. They've been working for years. I'm talking some of them 6, 8 years. I can't kill them. So I'm very curious about the new Moultrie cellular cameras, and they're very reasonably priced. So if any of y'all use those, I would really like to hear some input on them. If I can't get this camera back going, I'm gonna go do a new software update, which I just did one, and if it won't send pictures, I'm done with them. Spy Point, forget it. I typically don't ever talk bad about nothing, but I've had so many problems over and over and over. I just can't take it anymore. And sadly, this camera was in the very back where I always usually get my first bucks of the year. My food plot's been 8 down to nothing, so there's been a lot of activity there, and I don't know that I've got a single picture. But stay tuned into this video right here. When I get done yakking here in a minute, I'll put some pictures up if we have anything on these other cards that I pulled. I do want to take a moment to say something. We've actually got our first channel sponsor ever, and believe it or not, they're more of a channel sponsor for our other channel, and I'll be making that announcement here before long. And they sell cameras, so I'm going to be going and buying one from them. If y'all have ever heard of Sportsman's Outfitters, they're a relatively large e-commerce online store. They reached out to me a while back. I truly appreciate a company reaching out to small channels such as myself. We talked on the phone. They're good, down-to-earth people. They're from Alabama, and they want to support the channel. So I'm going to get a little bit of product to use on our other channel, and I'm going to wind up buying some things like this for this channel. There will always be a link in the description. It's an affiliate link, I have to say that, so I get a very small commission if you order anything. But we truly do appreciate the support on the channel. It's allowing me to buy new cameras, which I just bought another one, and do constant upgrades, editing software, computers. Might even buy a new camera and do a review on it, who knows. So that link's down there. If you ever need anything hunting or fishing, that's my little plug for the day. I truly appreciate the support. Me and Tiffany both do. Like I said, it's a small commission, but it's something. So I'm gonna wrap this video up. I got the food plot mowed behind me, and you're gonna notice, hey, you just mowed that at the beginning of the video. Well, it's a day later, so it's baked in the sun. That grass is starting to die off. I'll probably come out here tomorrow and mow it if I have time. Actually, no, I won't. We have to go to a dinner tomorrow. So between work and life, yes, videos have been slow, but they will pick up. They will get better. Fall's in the air. I can feel it. Firewood's coming. Hunting, more food plots. Still got to mow, tractor work. So we'll include a lot of that on the channel. Again, appreciate your support so much. The channel's been steadily growing. It means the world to us, and something that we plan on, keeping going on down the road. So, like I always say, thanks for watching.